Dark Skies. This is Series 3.2 entitled Rolling the Dice. Last episode, the group um, started tailing the lure, found out where she was going, were unable, or more accurately, unwilling to help the unfortunate fool who had fallen into her trap. A gun battle ensued. Um, People came out from the balcony. More guns, more shooting. Ultimately, terminating with Calvin widowmakering up to the balcony. Crystal power climbing up to the balcony, um, and killing the shooters up top. And that's basically where we left off, with you about to kind of enter into the establishment here. What you'll note is that the door they came in through appears to be a reinforced kind of steel door. And based on what you can tell, Calvin, knowing a bit about kind of you know security measures and such, it does appear to be an auto locking door. So basically, it's openable from one side all the time, but the other side there's no doorknob or door handle. There's no kind of way to enter through this door unless you have some kind of um, security measure to unlock it.
But since I'm good with cars, I can defeat this auto lock
If you
with
if
my natural driving ability.
if you want to try to make a electronic security check, you can.
Oh,
You could also attempt a pick locking check if you prefer. Either one of those two should be fine.
gotta find my sheet. Should have had it up. Oh, electric security tech.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So you're kind of fiddling around with the door, looking for some sort of access point. You find the card reader, which is more of an RFID scanner, if you're familiar with that term. And you kind of see it and kind of start trying to manipulate with it, and ultimately rip the unit out, wires and all. And you can hear a loud sound, which you know would basically be the deadlock, just locking into place. The store is
All
now only openable from the other side.
right, guys. I kind of locked us in to the place.
Or out. You're not in yet.
Oh,
Yeah,
locked us out.
you're still on the balcony.
I locked us out of the balcony door.
Yep. Down below, I can't recall if we secured her alive. Did we?
She's alive.
Okay. And then the chain is still connected to the fellow who got his head shot off by someone in the heat of the fight. But it does look like it's a pretty secure enough chain that you could probably climb up it if you were wanting to. Crystal, looks like the balcony kind of loops around to the right there. It does look like there's some sort of power unit kind of off to your right. It's that weird kind of gunmetal kind of dome there. And yeah, um, just tell me what you're doing and
Um, can I check that power thing on
sure.
out?
Yeah, you go over to it, and it looks like it has a pretty massive kind of steel cable that kind of attaches to the wall.
Hmm.
Based on the look of it, it looks like it attaches at the point of the wall where the two walls kind of conjoin. So it doesn't look like it's going in through the wall and to the other side. Looks like it might be entering into the wall and kind of staying inside of the southward kind of directional wall. Does that make
Hmm.
sense?
Yes.
Okay. It does have a certain hum to it, and you can see that there are indicator lights that denote that this is currently active, and it appears to be linked through wires that are in the ground to the Night City power grid.
Hmm. Is there a way that I can shut it off since
Yeah,
I don't know if the thing.
yeah. You could break the wires out. It'd be a little harder to do without your linear frame. Um, You could definitely shoot them out, but they are kind of like steel encased housing around the power cord. Um,
Hmm.
so it might be a bit difficult, but not impossible.
Okay. I'd at least like to give it a shot. Let
Okay.
me.
While you think about it, I'm gonna go ahead and slip back to
There we go.
down below the balcony. Um, so you three, Striker, you basically detained her. If I remember correctly, she's unconscious.
She is or is not.
Is, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
Well, no, she just has given up. That's right.
Yeah.
She, yeah, um, is still in your grapple. You have her pinned to the ground.
Could I take some duct tape out and like tape her hands behind her back?
100%. Yeah. You tie her hands behind her back. The whole time, her face is kind of pressed against the brick of the ground, and she's just staring at the guy that's basically splattered across the ground, having um, basically been a buffet for shooting last session, right in front of her face. Yeah, Carbon and Odette, as it appears Stryker is securing a prisoner. The two of you have free reign. What would you like to do? If anything. I can't hear either of you.
I'm not going to
Okay.
be doing anything in particular.
Okay. Just kind of sitting against the broken advertisement booth or station there. Okay, and Odette?
I'm just chilling too.
Okay. So back up top, Crystal, what would you like to try to do to break the electric?
Um, I was looking at my what I have. Can I just try and like rip it out?
Yeah, you can give it a go. Go ahead and make an athletics check, I guess.
Okay. Weep.
Yeah, that bad boy's in there pretty good. As you're kind of looking at it and kind of checking around the wall, do you want to like move over a bit so you can see around the way there?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. You see that there's
Oh
a
shit.
kind of strange looking um, tower, kind of
Hmm.
rises up along the side of the building. Keep in mind that the above you there should be more balcony because, as I mentioned before, there's like a bunch of balconies that go up for quite a duration upwards. But in this specific spot, it looks like about 10 balconies up above you are kind of broken out. It looks like someone intentionally kind of broke them out and removed them positionally. And this
Hmm.
tower seems to be kind of going up quite a bit. Not the full 10 way up, but it does look like it goes about, say, a good 40 or 50 feet up. And you can see that there are beacon lights, and it does seem to have transmitter kind of radio dishes.
Hmm. Cool. Is there a door back here
Straight
anywhere?
down to the south there, you should be able to see it.
Okay.
This looks like a regular run of the mill door, and as you kind of approach it, let's see if I can. Nope. Um, you open the door and go through. The door kind of closes behind you as you do so. As you step in, you can see that you're now in what appears to be a kitchen. There's a microwave above the looks like counter space there. Looks like there's a
Hmm.
grill, two ovens, two refrigerators, some neon lights on the side there, bit of trash. As you're kind of walking into the main living room, you can hear that kind of next to you, there appears to be a door that leads out, possibly into like a and central hall space. But,
Hmm.
but you can hear what sounds like a scuffle happening. It sounds like people engaging in fisticuffs.
Okay. Um, For some reason, the map is cut off for me. I'm gonna
What do you mean it's cut off for you?
like I'm not seeing everything.
Oh, you wouldn't be able
Uh,
to see out the door to the
oh
south.
yeah, and I'm like cut off where the little pink thing is.
Oh,
And
okay.
then like I didn't see
The door.
like the whole of that kitchen. I can
Yeah.
only see the first
If you zoom
block.
out or
I
zoom in just one
yeah.
bit, it should
Nope.
show it. No.
Nope. I'm just gonna refresh the roll 20.
Oh, okay.
See if that works. I think it's a glitch because my character sheet also didn't load up,
Sounds like something Roll20 would do.
right? Now it's worse. Hold on. Go ahead and go with someone else while I figure this out.
Okay.
If anyone's gonna do something else.
Anybody else want to do anything in particular? So Calvin, you're up there. Um, Crystal was north of you, but she seems to have disappeared. Do you want to go and check that out? You muted.
We can't hear you.
I said yeah.
Okay.
But also I kind of want to check that guy's pockets and see if maybe there wasn't a key in there that I could have used before I broke it.
Sure. Yeah. You reach into his pocket, check around, and you can see that there appears to be a small kind of blue card with an RFID reader. It's kind of scratched out, and it looks like it has on it a symbol that is either an A with no kind of center dash or a V inside of like a circle. It's kind of just crudely drawn on the card.
Okay. And then I'll hop around the corner.
Okay. You see the generator, as I mentioned, or the relay, the power relay, and then you head around the way some more, and we'll eventually come around to the door. And I'll move you into it. The door just closes behind you when you open it. And yeah, you can hear what sounds like a scuffle. By the time you get there, Crystal's probably kind of focused on it kind of intently.
Okay. We're good now.
And you can hear that it's kind of risen to a crescendo. There does sound like there is a lot of something going on outside. But from what you can tell on your side, there's deadbolts and the doors are completely locked that would go out into that hall. The windows that would look out into it are covered with steel. It looks like they are more vestigial than anything else.
So the door that was on the other side, like that broke.
This door leads into the
Another room.
apartment complex proper. You would
Oh, okay.
Oh,
That
we're in like
might
the outer
have
hall.
the other door
Yeah.
that he broke. Okay. And there's a scuffle on the other side,
Yeah.
right?
You kind of turn and see Calvin kind of approaching, and as you do, you hear a loud thud sound against the wall or door. It's so hard to hit. You can actually see kind of the air conditioner unit that's kind of settled in the wall, kind of start shaking inside of the frame. But whoever just got slammed into that wall, it probably wasn't pretty on the other side.
He's gonna need a chiropractor.
I mean, this is our lead on that kid, right?
Looking inside the room,
Yeah.
you can see that there's some pretty nasty-looking couches. Looks like all sorts of bodily fluids have been, basically there's a nice
Discharged.
discharge is a good word. Thank you. There does look like there is a bed as well, and same situation. It does look like there's some sort of lady kind of drawn out on the mattress or sheets, and there's blood stains on it as well. You can also see that there's a couple of pairs of handcuffs on the railing on the upper portion there.
Nice.
And it does look like there is a set of shelves next to it with a plethora of devices. Some of them appear to be surgical tools. Some of them appear to be marital aids or sexual devices for that kind of thing. And there are also some strange devices that appear to be very archaic and torturous devices. Just in front of the couches, there does appear to be an entertainment center. It does sound like they are playing music on it right now. It's just kind of going through like a playlist. And besides that, there's the door that you would have entered in, or would have tried to enter into, which is kind of this wall here. It looks like there's a poster of some rocker girl. And there's another door here. And you can't really see it because of the way this map is done. But there's also a door here.
Can we like? Is it just a normal lock on that door? That door that the scuffle's happening on the other side
There's a
of?
bunch of locks. They're all currently set to lock. But yeah, you could open it. There's also a peephole.
Sure, let's look at that people.
Alright. The scuffling's still going on. You then hear some gunfire. And you can see flashes of bullets kind of hitting against something metal in the dark. It seems that there's no light in there. But as you kind of adjust and you can kind of see a bit, you see what appears to be a human knight, kind of in full plate armor, but it's like cybered out. His eyes are a red visor line, and he's holding a shield up where most of the bullets have basically skewered against. And just coming into sight, you see what appears to be a thermal-bladed longsword kind of shown up in your sight, and then you see him dash out of your sight, and you hear screaming. You then hear slamming sound, and then you hear a very sickening wet sound, which sounds like someone just dropped like a bucket of stroganoff on the floor outside.
Just in time to open this door.
Are you opening the door to that?
Yeah.
Appeared to be a cyber psycho. Like the armor he was wearing appeared to be parts of him.
This is that room we gotta.
No.
Oh, this is
That's to the hallway out of the apartment. The apartment is where you're at now. This is where you want to be. There are other doors besides the one that you were trying to go out.
that lead to other apartments.
No, that lead to other rooms in this apartment. Like
Oh.
this door here, and this door that I can't really see, but is there, I promise.
Mm-hmm. I want to explore this door.
Okay. It is not locked, and it doesn't even look like it has a suitable kind of door knob mechanism. When you push the door open and kind of step through, you see a woman laying out on a kind of medical bed. There are wires everywhere. 4-screen computer on the north wall. You can see that there appears to be a data server next to where she's laying on the thing. She appears to be jacked into it and jacked into pretty much everything in the room. And her eyes are closed. She appears to be kind of breathing in a labored manner. This looks like Netrunner shit.
Yeah.
Calvin, are you really going outside?
No.
Okay.
I just want to slowly back away. Back out that door. I don't want to mess with any. Wait. Mm.
Are you keeping an eye on the door though, Calvin?
No. I would have just walked away.
You're like, okay, that's happening. All right, do you want to go to the door on the north?
Well, if this is the main room of interest, I'm gonna see if I can't figure out a way to get everyone else up here.
Okay. So you should be able to pop this door open from this side.
Okay, then yeah.
Yeah. And apologies, the dynamic lighting is pretty bad in this setup. I'm going to see if I can't get it to go away, but I don't think I'm going to be able to without tearing out the entirety of the walls. You know what? Screw it. You've already seen into here one. Yeah.
Oh, neat.
Hey.
We're all together again.
Well, they're outside, but yeah, if you open the door.
Yeah.
No perception of depth. Yeah, open that door.
Okay. They're just hanging out outside, and you've got her taped up by this time, Striker. Do you pick her up or leave her on the ground?
I am gonna pick her up.
Okay. You're keeping her feet uh, mobile. She's allowed to walk.
Ooh, you know what? That's a good point. I think I would have taped her ankles together as well.
Okay. Do you want to connect the two ties?
No, I not. We're not doing that. I just taped her ankles together, her
So just
hands together.
A good old-fashioned maximum security cuffing with duct tape instead of a hog tying. Got it.
Yeah, nothing fancy.
Perfectly fine. Yeah, and you kind of saddle her up so she's kind of standing and looking at you. Do you have anything you want to say to her or ask her?
I'm just gonna I hold her and I say, once we get inside, we're gonna have some questions, and you're gonna answer them.
She doesn't seem to be kind of looking at you. She kind of seems to be trying to avoid your gaze. And you can see that the tears have stopped kind of coming off of her face, have left kind of dirty streaks on her face. But she just seems to just be kind of not looking at you.
I'm gonna grab her hair,
Okay.
just a grip of her hair, and turn her head towards me.
She is now looking at you, gritting her teeth.
I was like, "You hear me?"
She's just kind of angrily looking at you, waiting for a response. Oh, I forgot to mention, sorry, the bed, the weird sex bed, it has a clear plastic kind of shower curtain around it. Forgot to mention that part. Sorry. Back to you guys.
Are we where I think we are?
I don't know. What do you think you are?
A love motel?
Never mind. Never mind.
I sort of look overhead and just hold on to her eyes. I'll take that as a yes.
She, make a human perception check.
Where did my character sheet go?
And meanwhile, Carbon and Odette, are you still just lounging around, or do you want to go up the chain, do anything with this girl, check on anything that you might have had chasing you down this way, do anything like that?
I'm just wondering what the plan is now.
You're still searching for a boy. That's the mission. That still hasn't been satisfied, so that's what you should be doing.
Right. Did we decide that he's in this area? What's... I don't know what's going on.
You're just trying to get info.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He was kidnapped, and we think that this girl might be a lead for us.
Oh, okay.
Calvin, the door has one of those little rubber stoppers that kind of kick down. So you can just pop that down and leave the door open if you want to investigate other things in the apartment.
Alright, cool.
Do you want to check any of the other rooms?
Wait, I thought there was only the 3 doors.
So there's the door to the north that nobody has gone into yet.
Oh. Ah, you made Cyberpunk, that sounds scary.
Do you want to check it?
Sure.
Okay. Go ahead and kill the walls there. It's easier that way. But you enter into what appears to be a bathroom.
Wait, where'd the guy go?
What guy? No, the wall to the south is into the apartment proper, into the complex, into a hallway. The door to the north is not the door that's bad. The door to the north is just to the bathroom. Can you not see the door to the south?
I cannot.
It should
Oh,
be. It should be
wait.
right here.
Okay.
Okay.
I had the doors switched. I had this whole map inverted in my head then, as far as what was happening where.
We good now?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. So you pop open the door and you enter into what smells like a very sterile bathroom. And when I say sterile, I mean Odette's clinic, after a good scrubbing, smells about like this. You can see that there are some kind of dark ruddy stains on the door handle to the under sink cabinet. You can also see that there's similar staining inside of the steel sink inside of the bathroom. And there appears to be the sink directly in front of you. There also appears to be the cabinet space to your left that has like a wash basin, like a shop's wash basin. And it too is stained to shit. There's a green curtain, shower curtain, that appears to be pulled in such a fashion that it's kind of blocking sight of what might be north and behind the curtain and the bathtub. The bathtub appears to be a nice old clawfoot bathtub that looks like it would have been used for regular bathing, based on everything you can see. But it appears to be filled with water, and that water appears to have a nice top layer of ice, like just cubed ice.
Mm. Mm.
They're
This is-
stealing organs.
This is where the work happens.
Organs. I thought they were stealing bio. Where?
Probably both.
Same thing.
True. Fair.
What would you like to check first, Calvin?
Can I glean anything from this wash basin that might help me figure out, like, I don't know, do they leave any clothing in there?
No.
Any identifying their ID, coincidentally?
No, but you did notice there were a lot of trash bags just outside of the kitchen, and based on everything you've seen so far, I mean, it doesn't look like there'd be a lot of output trash-wise.
I mean, I guess I'll check that out. All I got for now is this card.
You don't want to open up like the under cabinet or pull the curtain or check anything else in this bathroom besides, or you going right out to the trash bag?
Oh, I can check the cabinet. I thought the curtain was just like a curtain. I didn't know.
Yeah, it's kind of blocking the corner. You can't really see
Ah,
what's going on over there.
Maybe there's a body.
You
might
go
be a
over,
body.
You grab the handle and pull open the under sink cabinet, and inside you can see what appear to be kind of white styrofoam boxes with Trauma Team logos on them, and there appear to be about 20 or so kind of stuffed in here neatly. Each one kind of has a notation, which appears to be some sort of code. It's typically one letter, a couple of numbers, a period, and a series of numbers after it. Probably anywhere between 9 and 20 digits for each of the boxes. They are taped shut. Looks like professionally done, but they're about 20 of these boxes. They're roughly the same size for all of them, but some of them kind of vary a little bit.
does it seem like there's something in them?
Do you want to check them out? Yeah, when you pick them up, they definitely have a weight to them.
Oh
And
no.
they feel a bit cold, like there's probably ice inside of them. You'd also notice that this appears to be refrigerated, this under space here.
I'm gonna open up one of the boxes.
Yeah. When you do, you see inside that there appears to be a human heart, kind of looking right at you.
All right, I'm gonna close the box back up.
Wouldn't take a genius to suss out that the boxes that are about the same size probably have similar contents, and the boxes that are a little smaller might have something else.
That's behind curtain number 1.
Okay. You walk over to the curtain and kind of pull it aside. You would see a pile of human flesh that's basically just been left on the ground with a sickening amount of kind of entrails and sick. Looks like relatively recent. It looks like a whole person or two. You're not sure. They kind of meld in the middle there. Yeah, it's really gross.
God damn, is there a toilet? I'm gonna throw up.
It doesn't smell bad though. But yeah, there is no toilet in this bathroom. It seems that the toilet would probably have been where that wash basin is, and it's been kind of removed out. But yeah, if you run over to it and throw up into it, yeah, you've got plenty of time to get there and do that. Crystal, you would hear retching as you come back out of the weird net runner room. And let me see, did I give you clear line into that so you can see into it and out of it? Or is that still... Yeah, we're good, okay. I guess I can just Okay. So yeah, what do you want to do, Crystal?
Um, are our compatriots just like chilling out there?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Okay. I'm gonna go to the balcony and call down to Carbon that we have a net runner in here. So I need his expertise.
Okay. As you're kind of making your way out and heading that way, you hear a voice coming from the hall. It doesn't sound like they're talking to the door or anything. It sounds like they're yelling at somebody, but it definitely sounds like the voice is very modulated. And you're pretty sure you hear the words, "Where is she?"
Okay, great.
We got a net runner.
So, was there a door? Is there a door in there from here?
Yeah, if you
chain.
climb up the chain and pop on up, you can go in through the door that they've been entering into.
Is the chain the only way to get up there?
Gotcha.
It's the main one that you've got. You could definitely go all the way around and go through the front door if you want, but you'd have to deal with whatever's happening right now on the other side.
Yeah. Which apparently might be after the Netrunner.
Just
Or
gonna-
some other girl.
So, like, do I have to use this chain, Crystal? This is a lot of work.
Do I?
You have a better way?
If you grab a hold of the chain and detach it from the dead guy, she can pull you out.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and do that, Crystal.
Okay, I'll pull you
I
up.
really don't want to climb right now.
Alright.
I'll pull him up.
After some fussing and stuff, you do manage to get up there. You then kind of enter into the establishment. Should be able to move likewise. And as you're making your way to the Netrunner room, you hear what sounds like a torch kind of igniting, a matte torch igniting on the other side. And then you start seeing kind of a red bead of light kind of appear at the top of the door jamb. Basically, it seems to be streaking down like someone's using a blowtorch to cut the locks to the apartment door.
Oh joy.
Can I attempt to climb up the chain while carrying the girl, or is that much to handle?
That would be a difficult one. It's probably
Yeah.
just best in her current state to leave her down here with Odette if you plan on going out.
All right, yeah,
Hey, just tie her to the chain, and then Crystal will pull her up.
Oh shit, that's a good idea. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna like.
Don't worry, guys. Don't
I
worry,
do exactly
boys.
that.
Crystal
girl's got
loves
it.
it. She's fine. She has an exo suit thingy.
Not on her
I'm
right now.
not wearing
not
it
wearing
right
it.
now.
Oh, well,
It's in the truck.
she'll manage.
So this is probably happening at about the time Crystal and Calvin and Carvin are realizing that the door is basically about to be breached. What would you like to do?
Crystal, send me back down on the chain. I don't want to be here.
I'm not your taxi.
You
fare.
pulled me up here to be attacked.
I didn't know they were
Bad
gonna
timing.
attack. What the fuck I was
I'm gonna draw out my my heavy pistol and focus on the door,
Okay.
waiting for everyone else's actions.
Crystal?
What do we do, guys?
Let's set up for action, boys.
I'm a net
gonna-
runner, Crystal. I don't
I'm
have
gonna yell
action.
up there and be like, "What's going on up there?"
Well,
Quick, forget the girl. Pull him up. We need him.
Yeah, I'm just gonna drop the girl like
Okay.
Odette's
in like
gonna
the corner
girl
there,
sit.
so
Girls'
she's
night.
Click. You hear as the last lock is popped and the matte torch on the other side
Oh,
appears to
shit.
go cold. You then hear a sound on the opposite side. Evildoers, drop your weapons or lose your lives tonight.
Good thing we're not evil.
Yeah.
Do you still hold your pistol at the door?
Yeah, I'm gonna hold still while she's pulling him up.
Okay. All right. Calvin, are you
I'm gonna yell, I'm not evil.
focusing on the door as well with a gun, or no? If you're talking at me, you're muted.
I'm just looking at the door.
You don't have a gun though,
Yep.
right?
No, just hands out on my side.
All right. And Crystal, you're pulling up friend.
Yep.
Okay. All right. The second
Striker.
you're kind of focused on the door, Carbon. You're kind of like, this is happening. Oh god, nobody else is pointing a gun at the door. What am I doing? What the fuck? Everyone inside of the apartment, the lights go completely black, and you're like, what? You hear a loud popping sound, and you feel like you can see a shadow kind of moving inside of the darkness, Carbon. Then you feel a grip kind of wrap around your wrists, yank, and you can see your pistol in the darkness fly out of your hand and slam against the concrete. You then feel yourself being kind of hoisted off the ground for a second. Then you see a red line go in the darkness. He says, "You're not a scav," and drops.
I've dropped my gun now. Don't hurt
He
me.
drops you.
Like you said.
He drops you to the ground, and he kind of looks around. Neither are you. Who the fuck are you? He says.
We're here to get the scabs.
Kind of walks into the center of the room. I don't have a token for him. I'm still drawing him, and hopefully this reads on the camera. But he looks like this.
Oh shit, he looks so cool.
Except that the sword would be bright red.
Ooh.
Anyways, the lights flicker back on, and he's kind of looking at Carbon, kind of dropped you aside, and then kind of says, "Where is she?"
Who?
Where's who?
Mayuki. Where is she?
Oh, are you talking about Netrunner?
Is she still alive?
Maybe she's hooked up in that room over there.
He just walks, and as he does so, and you're kind of seeing him in the light, this guy kind of moves like this massive lumbering robot and enters into the other room. He goes, "Finally we meet."
Wait, if you kill her, can I have her stuff?
You've done great unjust things to people, luring them here for them to die. Your punishment is now. And you hear kind of like a shink sound, and then he kind of comes back out. Stay out of trouble. Starts walking towards the door.
Thank you, Batman.
Does anybody do the stereotypical superhero thing? Wait, who are you?
I was gonna do that.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, wait, who are you?
I'm the Night City Knight. Wanders off. Also known as Night Knight.
Love him.
He seems like a nice
Can
guy.
I get your autograph?
Oh,
Have
no,
you
no,
ever
hold
met
on.
the Rouge Rogue?
Hold on, real quick. Real quick. Crystal, you would have seen him. Go ahead and make me cyber tech technique. It's under technique, cyber tech skill. And Carvin same, and Calvin probably not so much.
Which one
It's
you said,
the-
Cybertech?
Cyber tech, yeah.
Oh,
Elizabeth, Crystal would know all the gear that he is basically loaded out with. He's basically a full board conversion, but it's shit you've never seen before. Like, what?
man, this shit's cool.
You're pretty sure he probably could have punched the door through, but for some reason chose to burn through it with a torch, which you didn't see on him. Carbon,
Why punch something when you can just burn through it?
you realize that everything on that guy was custom. None of that's off the street. Nobody made that in like a bulk variety. Someone built that boy from scratch. And based on what you saw, he had cyber arms with slice and dice, wolvers, and rippers. Basically, any part of that thing's body was a capable and deadly weapon. You notice he had pop-up weapons in both arms. You're not sure what type of pop-up weapons, but based on the size and styling, you wouldn't be surprised if he had like pop-up blades, like mantis blades, and pop-up like guns. Yeah, that dude was really, really evil in the cyber tech kind of department. You're pretty sure whoever put him together, not caring about what he was unleashing on the world.
after noticing that, I want to yell if I can have his contact information.
If you rush out into the hallway, you'll note that it appears that the south wall, where you think it leads into a lobby, has been blown out, and he's kind of walking away and can't really hear you. You kind of rush to catch up to him, and he kind of drops down from a great height down to the first floor. 10 feet, not really a great height. You kind of chase him down that way, and you can see this perfectly sleek and amazing looking AV that's kind of got like a chromed out look to it, and it appears to have like a kind of almost like horse like motif along the sides of it. He comes over to the door and enters into it, kind of turns his head and looks at you. If you want to call me, just send up a sign. He kind of rushes into the baby, it closes, and it flies out of the skylight.
Okay, dude, this is like the real world. What do you mean?
It flies off in his fancy ring.
Living the dream.
Guy's got style.
Seems like a nice guy.
But yeah, if
I'm gonna go find my gun.
investigate the Netrunner's gear, you'll note that she has not really much in the way of worthwhile gear. This looks like a pretty, bog standard docking rig. You have much better in your apartment, but if you're just sacking it for parts, like just to have, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna break down some of the simpler things to grab and go, basically.
She is very dead, but you'll be able to note is she was locked down from the get-go, so someone iced her like hard and froze her out. So your presumption is that the only reason that guy showed up is either he is a very capable netrunner inside of a mega badass like fighter chassis, or he has someone working with him who froze her out, gave the location, and then sent him on his way.
The one place I can beat that guy.
Yeah.
What's she wearing?
She's wearing a Netrunner suit. It's I forget what they're called. A bodysuit.
She's wearing another one of those bodysuits.
Yeah.
Can I steal that?
Yeah.
As a backup?
It has a hole, and it does look like it was form fitted for a female, with nice.
Oh, I thought they kind of
I was gonna say
formed
something.
to you or whatever. Like we're smarter than that.
No, it's not.
Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, I'm not gonna waste my time on that then. Figured why not buy another one if this goes bad then.
What you will note though is she does have some pretty decent cyber in her. If you're examining that, her eyes appear to be cyber optics, both of them, and it does look like she has cyber hands. And it looks like her neural linking is connected through hands or neck processes. You would know.
I'm not about that kind of stuff.
Well, you would know that's more for machine operation. So, like, if you wanted to like operate machinery, you would link through your hands.
I'm not down with cyber customization and stuff.
That's fine. Keep your real eyes, I guess.
Yep. Humans are more powerful.
Fair enough. I mean, go say that to the night. But yeah, what else do you want to investigate in the room? Or anybody else want to investigate anything?
Is there any signs of the guy that we're looking for in here?
If you start looking, there's a couple places you could look. I mean, there's definitely ways to kind of hopefully find something. But let me give you a rundown of what the apartment has available to you to check out if you want to give it a go. There's the entertainment booth, entertainment like area. There's the strange sex corner. There is the kitchen with 2 refrigerators and also 2 ovens. There is the Netrunner room, which has a 4-panel computer, which appears to have been doing Netrunning link-ins, but it does look like it has other apps that have been open, other applications. And then there's the bathroom, which has parts, and a nasty corner.
While you're investigating, by the way, I'm gonna start prepping to access her network.
Okay. Yeah, you will note that it is frozen out. It's pretty much locked out, but it looks like it was left in a state that was open and viewable. So in this current state of affairs, what with the user being dead and her having been kind of connected to it, the entire system is open and yours. Since you're at the terminals, you can literally just sit down on the edge of her dead bed and kind of just fiddle around with the keyboards and manually operate the computer. Are you looking for anything particular on it?
Just any kind of files or anything that may be of use for us.
Okay.
Kind of just like bulk download everything.
Okay, go ahead and give me a library search check. Meanwhile, Crystal, it sounded like there was a light bulb going off in your head, and also by this time, Striker, you would be up and about. Count that as a critical success for your IP log, and searching through it, Carbon. You'll note that there are a couple of very strange connection lists here. You would note that they appear to have a working application that appears to track all movements of the private security force that is currently operating inside of this combat zone. You can pull that and have it. So if you needed to check if the specific corporation that is doing business in this side of the city is anywhere near you or operating, or you can also see that it seems to be checking their scanners. So like if they're putting out broadbands regarding like, this is what we're chasing, there's a code here, this is what we're moving in on, we need backup here, etc. You can actually pull that information from them. So you could pull that program. Looks like there is a large list of names, but the names appear to just be initials and then numbers. And then there appears to be kind of dollar amounts next to that. This appears to be a sale list, and it appears that there's only about 10 different names, being 2 initials and then numbers. Based on this, it appears to be transactional, and one of the initials that you're seeing is just TT. The other thing you'd find is there appear to be missing person bulletins that have been put out by the NCPD that they have kept in a file for some reason. And one of those files, as you're kind of moving through it, you'll note is the individual you seek, whose name is currently escaping me, but I'm going to bring my notes up here.
Devin Freeman?
That's right, Devin Freeman.
Mm.
Once I'm up there, I'm gonna go into the bathroom with Calvin. I'm just gonna walk in and say, "Did you find anything?"
Oh, you don't want to look behind that curtain. It's all bad up here.
I'm gonna look behind the curtain.
Yeah, it's disgusting. As I described, it looks like at least one, possibly 2 individuals worth of flesh and bone that's just been kind of kicked into the corner.
Or son of a bitch.
Yep.
Do you think the doc could look at this at all and make any sense of this? I'm asking Calvin.
I'm throwing up again to this.
Why'd you open the curtain?
Probably.
I'm gonna step out of the bathroom and it's like call. Is Odette in the room yet, or is she still down on the ground?
I was gonna go in with you guys.
Okay. Climb up the chain, hop on in. You would come into the room. It seems Calvin is throwing up a lot, which you can smell. It's not something you haven't smelled before. It's annoying because you can also tell that there was a nice clean smell in this bathroom as you're walking into it. It's being completely ruined by him. Stryker says,
Hey, you want to take a look at this?
Yeah, what are you looking at?
I just turn around and just look at it.
The curtain's kind of pulled aside. You can see that there's a bunch of meat and blood that's kind of been pushed into the corner. This is not an uncommon thing that you would assume would happen with scavengers. This is basically materials that aren't worth anything. Um, and yeah, it looks like they've been kind of discarded in the corner. You think there was probably 2 people present, from what you can see. Yeah.
Calvin, you didn't eat what they're cooking, right?
Actually, hold on. Let me see. There is a skill I think I want you to roll.
Oh, great.
Is there biology on there?
Taking a look.
Yeah, me too.
Take a look. It's in a book.
It's dead
Skill
bodies on
cheat.
the floor. There's so much blood and
I don't see a-
puke. It should be under science.
Science.
Yeah, that's fine. Don't worry about
Science
it.
rules.
I'll give it to you. There's 2 people. There's definitely 2 people's worth of stuff there. One appears to have been a Caucasian male, possibly of European descent, based on what you're able to kind of examine. A bit of his face is present, and you'd also note that there is remnants of what appears to be a black woman.
Wow, so I'm not gonna find a head in the fridge.
Back to
Great.
Carvin, the picture, the missing photo, you would note that Devin Freeman is a black male who appears to be about 6 foot. Based on the notation, it says last measured 5'11", approximate height 6 foot. And then you can also note that there's identifying markers. It says piercings, which you can see on his picture there. The picture that you're looking at for the missing image appears to be a mugshot, by the way. But he appears to have I forget what the piercing in the nose is called. These are,
Septum?
yeah, these are, well, no, just in the side.
Oh, it's just a nose piercing.
It's just
Yeah. And
nose
then-
piercing. The 2 is a snake bite.
Snake bite, and then it looks like they have like a bunch in the. He has a bunch in his eye, like an eyebrow.
In his eye.
So I'm gonna download that image and everything, get off that, and send it to everyone's thingy bobs with the caption of "Bada boom, bada bing."
This is who we're looking for.
Yeah.
And then walk out of the room.
Based on that, Odette, you'd be able to rule out the 2 flesh piles in the corner. But the drawer underneath the sink was left open, and you can see that there's a bunch of trauma team biomass that's kind of just hanging out in boxes. Based on what you're looking at, it looks like there's probably about 10 hearts, probably about 6 kidneys, and looks like about 4 adrenal glands.
Might be good to have in my office.
Yeah, looks like it'd be easy enough to migrate out with some heavier folk.
I'm
Anybody
gonna
want?
head on over to the fridge.
Okay. There are 2 fridges.
Oh.
Which one do you want to
I was
check out?
gonna check the fridge.
Oh, Crystal, sorry, we haven't talked to you in a while. You've
I was,
actually been set
yeah,
on
I
a
was
call.
hoping to find a head in
Oh,
the
yep.
fridge, but my
You head,
my dreams are probably dashed.
you head over to the fridge. You open the first fridge. Well, there's 2 fridges, one on the left, one on the right. Which one do you want to open first?
The left.
Okay, you open it. Inside, you can see what appears to be mostly kibble. A couple of pretty shitty pre-pack. There's bottles of soda, and looks like a takeout from a bucket slice that's starting to kind of grow a bit of mold on it.
Lovely. So nothing.
Nothing particularly interesting in that
Okay.
fridge. No.
Can I check the other one?
You open up the fridge, and inside, standing there, are 3 bodies.
Nice.
It appears
Just what I wanted to find.
It appears that there are 3 hooks that have been drilled into the top of the fridge, and those hooks appear to be placed inside of the backs of the necks of the three bodies inside of the fridge, all kind of shelving and everything has been removed. It's kind of a perfectly, um, open space in there, but they're kind of pressed together, hanging on the hooks from their skulls, and they're kind of just in the fridge.
Do I
There
recognize?
is a Caucasian female, blonde hair, and icy blue eyes, even more so, her being in a fridge and dead. There is a black gentleman who has a number of piercings, matches the picture that you're looking at. It looks like his face is in kind of a. The blonde looked like she was shocked, like she might have been taken unawares. The black gentleman appears to have kind of a more tranquil look to his death mask. And then the last individual is an Asian woman who has a lot more damage on the body than the others. And from what you can tell, it looks like the other two have more cyberware. The gentleman has Biomon, Neuralink, all of these other devices. It looks like there's already been some pre-cutting. So some of the chipware and such has been removed from the neck. It does look like there is some pre-cutting on the blonde woman. Looks like there was an arm that that was present, and as you kind of turn them a bit to get a better look, you'll note that it's gone. And the last individual, the Asian woman, her legs are missing, and there's a lot of damage. It looks like bruising that's present that was probably created pre-mortem.
Hey guys, I think I found our guy.
In the kitchen? Head into the
Oh.
kitchen.
Is he cooking
Okay,
something?
then.
Head into the kitchen.
As a medical professional, I can confirm that's your guy.
I'm gonna head into the kitchen and get in that other fridge.
That first fridge.
All right. I would say
Cracks open a cold one.
I would say to your taste, it does look like the bucket slice is kind of going bad on one specific end, but the other side looks fine. And the main thing I would note is it looks like it actually has synthetic anchovies, which is
Ooh.
pretty pricey stuff at bucket
Yeah.
slice. It's not something you get.
I've eaten literal trash, so I'm gonna go to town on that side. That's good.
Okay, and then yeah, there's
Crack
others.
open a soda and yeah.
There's definitely some pretty good pre-pack in there, so it's not bad. If you stuff your pockets, you've got
Oh yeah.
fresh tots. You're good.
Yep.
Um,
I'm gonna take a couple of those sodas.
yeah, they're 2-liter bottles. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But as that's happening in the other fridge, as you're just eating, kind of looking and watching, Calvin's wiping blood from his lips, and Crystal, I presume you're removing the body off of the hook and out of the fridge. So
Yeah.
you see the guy you're looking for, Calvin, kind of looking at you with kind of a dead-eyed face as she kind of just wiggles him out of the thing. And you can see that there's a pretty decent-sized gaping hole that connects just underneath the skull where he was hanging from. It's pretty vicious.
I'm-
Oh, go ahead.
Yep. I'm gonna take out my agent and message Anika, just saying, well, we found the guy.
Hold on a second. I got a bad cat.
Naughty.
Oh,
You know what you did.
But he's
Keep
still
going.
cute.
You
doing
text
it.
Anika or are you calling her?
I'm texting her.
Okay.
Send her a picture.
No, I'm not gonna send a picture of that.
Oh, come on.
I'll send her a picture.
You would.
So she calls you immediately.
Calls me.
Yeah. How dead?
Oh, how dead?
As a medical professional, pretty dead.
Pretty dead.
Like pretty dead. Like if trauma were to get there in 60, he'd be fine, or like pretty
He
dead.
was in a
Oh, no.
refrigerator.
His ghost has left his body. There is no coming back from this.
You hear kind of like a loud slapping sound, and then like what sounds like an effeminate male crying on the other side, and then you then hear what sounds like something smashing against a wall, and then you hear a okay, okay, the people responsible, bodied.
We've got one that's alive.
I want her, or I want them. Who wouldn't know the gender?
Yeah.
I want them.
You want the dead ones too?
No, if you got her on speakerphone, if everyone's talking to her,
She's on the speaker.
okay. She says to you, she says, no, I want their hot and clean. I want it purged from existence. I don't want anyone who's ever lived there, worked there, been there to have been known about. Besides that, I want the one you got, and I want him in whatever state he's in. If anything's missing from him, find it. I need it too.
Anything of note that might be missing?
No, not that I can think of. Fuck. You hear her on the other side. She says, Crystal.
Oh, do we tell her about Night Night?
She says, Crystal.
Yeah.
If everything's been cleaned up there, you know what to do with the bodies, right?
Yeah.
Great. And Stryker, you were brought on for a reason. Anything that's sellable, if it wasn't on the victims, bring it here. Keep what you want, I don't give a shit. But I don't want a single piece of cyberware left there. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
We can do that.
Is it an apartment building? Is it burnable? Can you just...
It's a building.
Fuck.
There's also a lady in the room, with cyberware, and some tall, dark, and angry came in and shot her, and then left.
Tall, dark, and angry, like, what Black Hand? What are we talking
Not
about?
to be that guy, but he stabbed her.
Oh, he stabbed her. But whatever, I went in there.
It was a superhero.
Yeah, I think it's Night Night.
I thought that was just a fucking urban myth.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, he's here.
Okay, fucking Night City, man. Keeps on surprising me. She says, well, whatever you want to do with the runner, get me that hard drive. If she's got a server terminal, I want it too.
Cool.
And,
Sounds like a simple arson, guys.
then burn the rest.
Arson.
I mean, as long as
Person.
we can contain it to this
Where?
apartment.
She's-
I can. Oh,
Sorry, she says, where are you?
I can just. Can I just like send her my location?
Yeah, she says, yeah, fucking purge it. I don't give a shit. It's South Night City. It's a combat zone. No one will notice.
Fair.
I can do some more stuff to get rid of the biological evidence too.
Great. And yeah.
But if we burn it, it'll go away. Unless you're just gonna take it home.
Hush hush on the body. Anyone who's present, you're sworn to secrecy through me, and if you want to test me, I'll send Mover and Shaker after you, okay?
No, Carbon, you got the wrong idea. So this is why you need me. If you just burn everything, there is possibility that there are traces left that they can find. So
You hear the phone click like it's the person on the other side was just bored.
I would love it if she sent Mover after me. That would be pretty hilarious.
Well, what's funny there is you didn't know Mover knew Anika.
Yeah, no, but bring him on, I guess. That won't really turn out the way you think it will.
Who doesn't know Anika?
Pretty cool. But yeah.
I'm going to start going right outside this door and removing any cyberware off of this first guy.
Okay. He's pretty. Switch the music here. He is pretty decently loaded out, but not like anything too extravagant or crazy. He has what appear to be pretty decent cyber optics. He has which are easily popped out. You don't need the housing. He looks like he has hydraulic legs, which you can get those bad boys off of him pretty easy with a combat knife if you've got one. And the rest is just meat, which you can just toss into the front room.
Okay. Once I'm done with that, I'm gonna go into the girls' room, the cyber runners' room, and start just
Yep.
pulling stuff off her.
Yep, she is a bit more of a situation, not one you haven't dealt with before, but the Neuralink is inside of the head, the biomonitor, the internal agent inside of her ear. You're literally, you're basically peeling her head open and ripping all of the parts out. It's a gruesome affair. Those of you who are watching Stryker work, though, it definitely doesn't look like this is his first go at it. He is piecing these people apart and parsing the materials pretty professionally, I would assume.
Yeah.
And basically just grabs a hold of the ankle of the dead body after pulling 2 Karoshi cyber optics, top of the line on her.
Should I be writing this down?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll revert back. So cyber optics, left and right, standard, and then hydraulic leg or hydraulic ramjet cyber legs. One pair. Let's see if I can get you a list. Hold on. That's probably just easier. Because you're going to
Where is the inventory space in the...
It's gear.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
There were 3 of them. I'm getting you. Hold on a second.
Wonderful.
Let's see. Smart gun link. Let's see. 2x cyber legs with hydraulic ramjets. Pair of right. With virtuality. Low light. And sorry, I'm copying them from the character sheets. Do you want to? You are scooping the guy who got chained, right?
Yeah, sure.
And this should be good. I'm going to post it in the Discord. That's basically everything. That was on the scabs, not the victims.
It was like he was cleaning fish.
Is there anything else?
But yeah, you basically, I'm assuming, are compiling all the bodies in the living room, and then you have the girl with the duct tape. She doesn't appear to have moved from where you left her.
Oh, that's good.
Outside.
I think my part here is done. Because I'm just holding a ton of
Well,
shit.
while he's going about that process, does anybody want to do anything besides? Because I mean, this isn't a bip it happens. It's more of a time intensive process. Yeah.
Crystal would be prepping everything to just like
Move it.
get rid of all of the bodies and
Okay.
like what we're not taking to just like fucking burn the place down.
Yeah, the couches definitely look very flammable.
I'm
so
gonna
go ahead.
I'm gonna get back into the system to just wipe it all for sure.
But she said she wanted the hard drive.
Yeah.
Oh, is it only the one hard drive?
Yeah, you got the one computer and the
Oh, okay.
server. She'll want both.
Gotcha. So I'll nab that stuff.
Okay. Yeah, you should be able to for the hard drive. It's you can literally just pull the actual physical drive out. For the server, it looks like it's kind of a bit bulkier for its like containment for memory and such, but you can pull it as well. You would also note that this connection, after you pull everything from it, was connecting to somewhere else, and no one has told you how that might be the case. But as you kind of start fiddling around, kind of thinking about like how that's happening, you'd pop outside to the porch outside, or balcony outside, and you would see that they have a satellite link up. So they weren't just connecting to the net; they might have been connecting to someone else's net space, or into the actual net, which would be suicide. But that's what that rig looks like it might be for. That said, pieces pulled.
Anything that's not flammable, I'm meticulously cleaning with bleach.
Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of cleaning supplies inside of the bathroom. You're kind of like, all right. And Carbon, in your space, I would say that the one thing that kind of makes you go, oh, okay, this might be worth keeping. There is a single monitor that is really brand new, like top of the line, like 20K, whatever it would be in 2045K, like resolution. It's really kind of a pretty solid monitor. It's off to the right side. The rest of them are pretty junky and old, but this one monitor looks like it's pretty good.
Yeah, I'll definitely nab that.
Okay. As you kind of unfasten it from its mounting and kind of pull it aside, you realize that there's a holster attached to the back of it. And saddled inside of that holster is a Malorian Arms 3516.
Oh my gosh, it was meant to be. That is my dream gun.
Happy birthday!
It looks like this one is chrome plated. It looks like it has kind of an etched finish as well. It looks like this might have belonged to Valentino based on its stylization. Looks like it has the Saint Mary on like both sides of the slide, and just underneath her, kind of written in cursive, appears to be a Bible verse.
Yeah, I'll fill that stuff in later.
Yep.
And sticker it up with my waifu stickers.
put a like an Akigao face over Mary Magdalene, or the
Yeah.
Virgin Mary, rather.
Oh no.
Waifus for lifus.
Oh my god. Don't let a Valentino catch you. Or do, I guess. Live your best life.
One side of the handle is going to have Pyra, and the other side's going to have Mithra.
Thank you for also liking their release in that.
Oh, I'm so happy.
I
She's my
can't
new
tell you how
absolute
happy
main.
I am.
I love that game.
I love her
It's
so much.
I love Xenoblade.
Oh, it's good times. But okay, so anyways, Crystal, what are you doing while Carbon's securing that room, and Stryker is peeling people, and Odette is cleaning?
Oh, I said I was like getting the bodies that were not taken apart
Right.
to burn.
Okay.
So just like getting them prepped in a way
Oh,
that
that's
we
right.
can just
That was
get rid of
I was
them.
saying that the couch looks like it's pretty flammable. If you kind of
Yeah,
pull it into a more central location, it might be
yeah.
okay. As you're kind of heaving and hoeing, you definitely hear kind of a rattling sound. It sounds like a metal like something is underneath the couch, and you look at the couch. It's kind of like a love seat. It looks like
Mm.
it has like a recliner set up for both kind of legs, and those little kind of pull things on the sides that you kind of
Mm.
pop open. Do you want to check under the recliner?
Yeah, see
Okay.
what's rattling.
Pop it open, and inside there appears to be a small little like lock safe. Um, Grab it, kind of pull it out. Looks like the
Yeah.
lock has long since been broken. Pull it open. It's filled with eddies.
Hey!
Oh,
I knew this job would pay off somehow.
that's a lot of cheddar.
Yeah, rough estimate. Rough estimate, probably about 10,000.
Hey,
Damn.
dinner's on me.
All right, Calvin. While all this is going on, you could probably start moving
Right.
stuff to the vehicle. You'd also note that on the balcony, it does look like there's a way for you to kind of pull into this space on the right side. You just have to kind of go through a chain link fence to do it
That's easy. That's fine.
if you want.
Are we leaving all these organs behind though?
No, it's part of what we're loading up, right?
All right, good, good. It seems like it'd be a waste now.
Yeah,
Done.
no. Waste
I
not,
think
want not.
Odette would want those.
Yeah,
What does Odette want?
the
Organs.
organs.
Oh yeah.
All right. I'm gonna grab the truck.
Okay. You head out there. You would kind of go out back onto the street. As you're making your way there, you do hear gunfire. You kind of look out onto the street, and you can see what appears to be kind of a small little skirmish going on, a ways away from where you would want to go, but still close enough for you to kind of be wary. It looks like the Red Rings and the Red Circle Gang and the Joe Boys are
Oh boy.
having a spat, and it doesn't look like the PMCs are doing anything about it. So,
They don't care.
yeah, typical. You make
Bastards.
your way over to your truck
Mm-hmm.
and hop in, drive around the way you want to go, break through a chain link fence, and everybody should be able to just toss stuff down into the bed of the truck.
Yeah.
Do you check out those trash bags up top before you dip out, though?
No, I never checked them. Yeah, sure. I'll check.
I just remembered them. Yeah, they would have clothes that looks like they were worn by the parties that are currently residing permanently on the
Are-
floor of the living room in there.
Is there anything nice?
Our
No.
boy's dead now.
Most of it looks like it's pretty well damaged. Like there was gunfire
Ah,
Dang it.
Damn.
or sword blades.
burn it.
Okay.
Burn it with the rest of it.
Yeah,
It's all
make a
on
piece of
fire.
Kindling that in the couch. Stack all the bodies on it. Wrap them around with clothing and douse with flammable liquid. Probably a cleaning supply.
I'm sure they got alcohol in here.
There's cleaning supplies that are probably flammable. Yeah.
Hey, that burns.
Surprisingly, not a drop of alcohol in the place.
That's
Damn.
Yeah.
Shocking.
Indeed.
No wonder they were so miserable.
They live right behind a bar.
Hey, they could have been saving money.
Fair. I mean, what's money when you're making it hand over fist selling people? So.
Yeah, to be fair, the girl was getting free drinks from guys, so
Yeah, and not like
The
she
ultimate
cared.
hustle.
Drinking for her wasn't really something that mattered because of her enhanced
right.
toxin binder, which you didn't rip out because she's still alive. So you have a living woman in the back of the trunk, a dead body in the back of the trunk. You have a bunch of organs in boxes in the back of the truck. You have cyberware, as described.
I do keep the. I toss all the cyberware except for the cyber arm in the
Okay.
trunk.
You'll need to install a mount to it for it to be useful for you, because
Okay.
it wouldn't have that. But that pop-up shotgun one would definitely be something you could mount up.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, toss those all in. making sure there's enough space for the autocannon to pop out if necessary. Um, and then
I'm gonna prep in the truck to have my equipment do an auto scanner action
Mhm.
of all available access points around as we're driving.
And
I'm gonna let Calvin know about it. That keep us incognito if anyone's tailing us or any kind of like police officer or something. I can make a disturbance and make sure they don't pull us over or something like that.
sure.
That sounds cool. Sounds cool.
Yeah, you also have that program that you opted into, and now that you've kind of connected to your deck, you'd be able to basically read the PMC's positional like near you, so you would know, and you'd also be able to get into their chatter and see what they're doing. So even better there. That's kind of an automatic, not even needing to interface to do situation. But anybody else have anything they want to load into the vehicle? Box of money.
Back some money, honey.
Alright, the truck fits you all. We've already done this before. You all pop in. Does anybody sit at the station where auto cannon control would be necessary?
As long as I can prop my frame on, I can sit back
Well,
there just in case.
You sit in the front seat and then literally just click into your interface and then like
There.
pop into the back. Because it was still just sitting there in the truck.
Yeah.
Calvin popped into it first and was like, oh, you're still here.
I probably would have
Like-
forgotten. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I never left.
But if you load everything up and light a fire, dousing everything in flammable materials, you head out, and it very quickly becomes something you can't really see. A non.
I am gonna have Calvin stop by wherever I left my bike so I can get it.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. No problem. No problem.
Drops you off at the bike. Surprisingly undamaged. The truck looked like it had some spray marks on it, like someone kind of sprayed some stuff onto it. But this is the armor plating is easily cleaned. But yeah, you drive off, heading out.
Try and take some back roads as much as possible to Anika's place.
Okay. Yeah, it takes the better part of an hour. Scanners don't really pull up anything. You kind of make your way to the north side into Japantown and make your way to Anika's office. You park outside and head on up. How are we going up there? Or do you want to stop anywhere else before we go? Hold on. Keep in mind what you have available on you before we continue. Does anybody want to make any stops?
Nika is up in Japantown, isn't she?
Yeah.
Oh, there it is,
Yep.
right there. And we're down there.
Yeah, you'd be just at the Blue Ecstasy. Is where you'd be starting.
I don't have anywhere.
Does
So
anybody
you're
want
like
to...
you're
Figure
saying
get up there.
You're saying like
Go ahead.
there's time to stop and like fix up our stuff.
Well, I'm just saying, you're currently carrying what you're carrying. Keep that in mind. Think about what you're doing. Is there anything you want to stop to do?
Well, I was gonna suggest dropping off the perishables,
Okay.
but I don't know if that makes sense as a route.
It does make perfect sense. If you go...
Oh, does
Is
it?
your place?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
You
we're on the
are-
way
Oh.
south.
Where's your... Oh,
I'm
yeah.
dumb. Okay, we can do that. I was looking at a different. I can't read a map.
It's fine. So you head to Odette's building, which is an old trauma team building. Striker, this is the one you saw on the news that got attacked by the Night City Stalker a couple days ago, about a week ago. And Odette, if you call ahead, Sagan can meet you at the door with a dolly, and you can load the materials onto it, and he'll take them in. If you want to see them secured, you can go with him, or you can part ways with Sagan, let him handle.
Yeah, Sagan can take care of it.
All right. He's like, I got it. Stay safe.
Thanks, Paps.
You would note too that this is probably like the first time you've really gotten a good look at them. They were trauma teams, like corporate boxes with corporate codes, specific like their ICD-12 codes that denote like this is what this is, and what it would be for, like blood types and everything would be isolatingly like located in that code. So that wasn't just boxes that they threw stuff in. You're pretty sure that those boxes were given to the scabs by Trauma Team.
Yeah, I was wondering that if they were like actually packed up like.
They look like they were very professionally put together. Those boxes.
Oh, that doesn't bode well. That's a bad sign.
Could very well be. You got to get your materials somewhere. Um, that said, if Sagan takes those on up, he seems to be kind of thinking it's on the up and up. He doesn't have any like questions as to where you got them. He just assumes that you got some money and did some good buying here. But yeah, you head on away. Anywhere else you want to stop before you head over to Japantown, or no? Okay. You make your way on kind of the southern side of old downtown or old corporate city center. Head on past some places and make your way to Anika's office. You park outside as you've done before several times, Calvin. There's and like I've explained, her office is kind of saddled in like an old style, kind of low to the ground Californian kind of apartment complex. Stucco kind of walls, stairs that go up to the second floor, and you would know that she's, where her office is located. It's on the second floor. Who's going in? Everyone? And how are you going in? What are you taking in?
Well, I'm gonna grab the girl.
Okay.
I'll just sling her over my shoulder.
All right. And head on in.
Yeah.
And then.
Oh, go ahead.
I'll guess I'll grab the body, and I'm gonna keep all my stuff on me.
Oh, I was gonna call Anika and ask if there was a better way to sneak him in.
I mean, if you want to do a quick look around the area, you're pretty close to the highway, so there's a lot of cars kind of up and about on the highway proper. But that's a good 30 feet above, like kind of where you're at, and a good couple 100 feet away from where you're at. There's not really much foot traffic around the area. Pretty quiet, and it's also the middle of the night.
Oh.
Most people who are probably
Fair.
up at this hour are probably somewhere where they sell alcohol, or they sell women, or they sell men, or they sell whatever your fancy is.
Yeah.
Drugs, rock and roll, what have you. Which isn't here. This place doesn't have any of that shit.
Yeah.
As you and Anika have cried about a number of times in the past.
Very true. Very true.
Head up the stairs with the body.
Yeah.
Are you carrying it, Calvin, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, go ahead and make an athletics check. It's pretty heavy. It's a lot of dead weight.
Oh no.
Hey.
You don't stop.
I can't help it.
I mean, he's
It's-
kind of stopped. He's dead.
The both of you.
Roll it.
I see it. I found it.
Yeah, you managed to do so. You firemen carry the body in. The whole time behind you, you can see Crystal kind of just waiting for you to fail, walking behind in her power loader. But you don't. You succeed. And the door's open for Stryker. You see her. Put her on the couch. Anika says as she opens the door and gestures you inside.
I'll just
I'm
put her
assuming
on the couch.
The rest of what I want's coming up, she says. Carbon, as you're exiting the vehicle, do you take anything with you?
Yeah, the drives.
Okay. You deposit the woman on the couch. You come in with the body. She says, "Back room." To you, Calvin, and you head on back there. The gentleman who typically runs the front desk is back there, kind of waiting, and he has a black bag, and he kind of opens it up and gestures. Right here, it's fine. And zips it up if you put the baddie in the bag. And then you come in with the drives, and she says, just set those on the desk. And shut and lock the door. She's wearing a power suit. Looks like she freshly changed into it, probably recently, based on your knowledge of her, Crystal. She kind of looks at the woman. I'm gonna need some time alone with this one. I didn't agree to pay you anything. I told you it was going to be based on his survival. But you've definitely done really well by me. Keep whatever you found at the scab haunt, of course. It's yours to do with as you please. If you need it sold, I'll move it for you for free. That was a part of the deal. And that should be sufficient, she says as she plays with her phone. You hear a chime notification on your agents. If you check them, you'd all receive a total of 8,000 apiece. And then she kind of looks down to the woman. Like I said, I'm going to need some time alone with her. If you wouldn't mind.
Fair.
Calvin, you're in the back, kind of coming to the front after putting the body in the body bag. You can see that there's another person in the place that appears to be in kind of Anika's main room, where she kind of had you come in before and you sat with her and talked with her when you first met her. He's kind of sitting on the desk, like on the edge of the desk, kind of looks up at you. He's wearing a full black duster coat. He has kind of gray and black kind of hair. It's kind of a mess. But that duster coat is pretty much like more of a trench coat, really. It's kind of just covering everything about him. When he kind of looks up at you, he kind of has a grizzled look to him. He's wearing mirror shades. And you're pretty sure he looks familiar. Go ahead and make a roll a d10.
Uno D10 coming up.
Yeah, it's Morgan Blackhand.
Ken is Morgan Blackhand.
Morgan Blackhand is the most famous solo in Night City. He is
Ooh.
a masterful, trained killer. And for some reason, he is sitting in Anika's office, just hanging out.
And Crystal's making eyes at him.
Well, no, you don't know he's there. Only
Oh, I
Calvin
don't?
does. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
You're in the front. You're in the front with Anika, and Anika's kicking you out after she gets everything she wants in the front room. The
Well,
only
now
person who went
she's
to the back
jealous.
was Calvin.
Dang it, Calvin. Gotta get me his number.
I mean, I don't know much about solos, so I'd shuffle over to my solo and be like,
Well, as you're kind of shuffling in the room, she's kind of gesturing you towards the door.
Yeah.
"Aw."
She's like, no, bye. Which means, no, get the fuck out. In Anika. So Crystal's
Morgan
gonna be
Blackhand
like,
back there.
fuck. I'm gonna have to get Anika to give me his number then.
All right. You exit
So-
out. You start heading towards the vehicle. And yeah, if you want to exchange information, that'd be the time to do it. So that's when you tell her what you saw. Calvin?
Anika?
No, you're leaving. She's kicking
Yeah,
you out.
yeah. Then yeah. I'd have been like, it's Morgan Blackhand back there. And she already said she needs his info.
Oh, fuck.
But
For,
I need his info.
well,
Yeah.
for you, you would say, no, probably not. So he's not been seen since like 2035. Like
Oh.
he's at some point like he disappeared, and you're pretty sure that the main reason he's kind of fallen off the grid is because in 2023, like some people thought he died.
Oh.
It's unconfirmed that he's still alive. If he's in there, then that's some crazy level shit that well outside your pay grade, or it's just somebody who looks like him and he's mistaken.
Fair. Okay. Never mind.
sorry, I didn't know the
But
lore.
if he is in there, Anika better give me his number.
Yeah, I kind of posted a picture of the guy you would have seen, sans the guns, in your main there.
That's cool.
But
Ah,
what you would know is he's a Militech solo. Like he is Militech through and through, or at least he was, and then kind of disappeared.
Is that a keyblade?
No, that is a gun.
Looks kind of like a keyblade.
It does kind of look like a keyblade.
Keyblade gun.
That is a gun?
That is a gun.
You sounded very judgmental as you said that,
This
John.
is a Disney shit.
Looks like a keyblade is all I'm saying.
This is a
You
Disney
can't
shit.
say Disney. We'll get kicked off.
I mean,
Oh,
he's got
why
like
not?
Kidding.
he's got the
No,
coat
I'm kidding.
and everything. I just
Anyway,
Not that I like Kingdom Hearts. I actually don't.
His shoes aren't chunky enough.
I own the entire series, and I'm terrified to start them.
I wouldn't. I just wouldn't.
it's just like just don't.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
just play Final Fantasy, and it's
You're probably
much
right.
better. And
Play Final Fantasy with a Disney movie on in the background. There you
remake
go.
wasn't bad.
the whole we have Kingdom Hearts at home. Play Final Fantasy with a Disney movie going on in the background.
So, anyways, after you disassemble and the bike and truck are just downstairs, filled with the articles in question, what would you like to do? Just
Dinner's on me, boys. If we want to go out to eat.
we're free to just wander around.
yeah. All
I'm
of them.
down. I'm down to go out and get something.
Sushi.
As long as we go somewhere with brain dances, because I'm celebrating tonight.
Oh,
Got that
shit.
got that Malorian arms.
Astral Sea is a pretty great club, one that you're familiar with. There are a couple of other bars in your neck of the woods. You can definitely try and frequent something on this side of the city if you want. There's a pretty decent ramen restaurant not too far from here.
Mhm.
Yeah. Just let me know what you want to do.
Sush, then the sea.
Yeah, I'm leaving it up to you, Crystal. You're the one You're the one paying, so your choice. I'll take whatever.
Well, if you're paying for dinner, I'll definitely be joining.
Sush, then the sea it is.
Okay. If you kind of work as a contingent and start heading over to where you recall the restaurant being, you'd get there and you would note that a couple of the franchises restaurant looked like there was like a small kind of antique store and other things that are kind of low level look like they are completely burnt out, like explosive devices were set in them and utilized pretty horribly to destroy the properties. You can see that there does appear to be kind of construction tape kind of taping off the areas around the ramen restaurant. And you would note that there appears to be Militech kind of sign posting that says "Do not trespass."
Well, shit, what happened to our guy?
Looks like something crazy went on.
Is this still in Japantown?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like a number of different establishments have been kind of looks like rocketed from Crystal's point of view, and the
Can I tell where like the epicenter was, or like where?
it genuinely looks like someone fired a rocket into the building proper, and then that's it, like destroying the interior.
But was it targeting specifically like the ramen place, or was
The
it?
ramen place looks like it was hit. Looks like the place right next to it was hit, like an antique store. Looks like there's
Okay.
a couple of other different small buildings that have been hit nearby.
Okay.
And they're all relatively close to each other. Like almost an entire block has been kind of cleared of businesses.
Well, looks like we're going to McRonald's.
McRonald's is a
How
place.
how close are we to Anna's?
Not too far.
Anna?
She's
See,
2 or 3 blocks down in an apartment.
Okay, having seen the explosion and or the aftermath of the explosion, I'm gonna hop on my bike and
Without saying anything to anybody?
yeah, I just hop on my bike and drive off towards her place.
Okay.
Well, bye.
Just leaves.
When you gotta go, you gotta go.
Apparently.
What would you like to do, the rest of you?
I do want to go.
Food and boobs.
I do want to go back to Bucket Slice because I never tipped.
Oh, wow.
Fair enough. If you guys want to go to
Hey,
Bucket
they
Flight,
got food.
just down the way.
They do have food.
Crystal, it's on Crystal, so
Yeah. Not too far from the Bucket Flight you went to was right here-ish, I think. Right there.
Don't remember.
So
It was definitely in this area though.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's right south of Carbons. It was right outside Carbons. He walked to you guys. But that said, do you want me to deal with that on screen, Chris, or do you want to deal with that in a side chat?
We can do it later.
Your call. Okay. You guys head down to Bucket Slice, get food, uneventful, and then head to the Astral Sea.
Astral Sea.
Okay. Sliding in, you can hear that the music is kind of dull tonight, it being a Wednesday, and doesn't look like there's terribly a lot of people present here either. You would note that it's specifically devoid of fixers, not very many cool crew. Yeah, pretty dead night, but they still serve alcohol.
Yeah.
And they still have rain dance.
yeah, I'm gonna get myself a drink and head right over there.
Okay. Yeah, if you're just doing the musical brain dance, it's pretty limited stuff. It seems like they're just rehashing the shows from the week before. You would know that the Astral Sea has upstairs brain dance booths, which are a little bit more personal style stuff instead of just the ambiance style dances. You know that the brain dance here is sometimes accompanied by a doll if you're interested in that kind of thing.
Hell yeah, I'm going all out tonight.
All right, if
I got my Malorian arms. Don't have to buy one.
if Crystal, but Crystal said she was paying.
Yeah, I did.
Are you paying for that, Crystal?
Apparently.
Oh yes, go ahead.
Damn. All right.
Yeah, we're going all out. Everything. Give me the doll. Give me the.
He's filled up with alcohol. He looks you in the eye when you say it, and he's like, "You're a true friend."
Yes, you are the best. You are the bestest of friends, Crystal.
Okay.
Thank you so much for this.
Calvin, are you going?
I salute thee.
Happy birthday.
Are you going with? I mean, you would drive them there probably. Are you going with them into the Astral Sea and hanging, or you want to do something else?
Well, eventually I want to get all my stuff fixed, but yeah, I'll get a vodka tonic.
Okay. And Odette, partying it up on a Wednesday night.
Yeah, I'm getting crunk and dancing.
The vodka tonic is never going away.
Yeah, pretty uneventful.
First hard city drink.
Partying situation. There really isn't many people in the Astral Sea worth talking to. I'm actually going to go ahead and force you to do it out in the open because I think it'll be more fun.
Calling him out.
You drive towards the
Okay.
apartment complex. You can see that there doesn't appear to be any signs of trouble or problem anywhere around or near it.
It's like past midnight, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
actually 1 or 2-ish. Do you want to head up there? Text? Do you want to do anything like that?
I'm gonna park in the area, and I am gonna shoot her a text. But while I'm walking up there.
Are you up? I'm assuming.
Say that again.
Are you up?
Yeah.
She replies.
No, no. I say, is everything okay?
Yeah. You're up late. Is the reply.
I had work.
Are you in the area?
I'm outside.
Come on.
I'm gonna go on up.
Okay. She opens the door. You can hear the 3 deadbolts kind of being unlocked. She opens it up and says, "Keep it quiet. She's asleep."
I figured. I don't want to stay long. There was just there was some kind of attack on a few places down the street. Wanted to make sure everything was okay.
Yeah, Militech is expanding.
Clearly.
She nods her head. Sure you don't want to drink?
I wouldn't mind that.
She smiles and walks over to the kitchen island. Seems she already has a bottle of synthetic rum and pours you a beverage. Slides it over to you, pours herself one as well. How's work?
Bit messy. Nothing I've never seen before. I did before stuff got bad, did get a little something. I'm gonna reach to my bag and pull out the little toy that I got from the arcade machine.
Well, she's asleep if you want to just leave it with her.
I'm just gonna leave it with you. You can tell her it's from me
Will do.
in the morning.
Yeah, and again, you're welcome to slide by anytime you want. Just, give me a heads up. Don't have anything to worry about the Militech expansion. I don't think they're going to mess with us. And I'm pretty sure you know why. Should be good. It seems like they're just trying to clear out a bit of the area north of the executive zone. I think they're trying to maybe put in more Beaverville bullshit. So we'll see how it goes.
Oh dear God.
People with money don't care about the plights of the small people. Why? Did you know someone down there? Or
No, I don't. Not personally.
gotcha. Well, okay.
Also, I'm gonna pull out my agent and transfer her. I was gonna give her 500.
Okay. Is this for her or is this
this is for what I owe her.
she says, "Oh, good. I'll put this into your account."
You'll get more later.
You're working. That's all that matters.
How's she doing?
She's doing okay. She kind of looks around and says, I may have gone outside of corporate policy on a certain matter to help you out here. We both know that the stigma that she has is something she's going to be living with for the rest of her life, unless we were able to find some way to remedy that.
I'm well aware of that.
I think I might be onto something, but it's definitely costly. And it's something that the corporation has been looking into, but I have been trying to sidewind to my side. You see her kind of flip her agent over, like it was face down, and when she does so, she does a swipe, kind of does a couple of quick presses with her fingers, and you can see that a red light kind of goes over her agent, and then it shuts off. You can also tell that there's now like kind of droning sound in the room, which you would recognize as her basically audio blocking, so no one can hear into the apartment at current.
Okay.
It's probably a trick you taught her, and she says, Arasaka's moving a nanosurgeon device into Night City, and Militech bought it. It's going to be at a warehouse next week. I could try and line you up with a fixer who might be working and getting it. That, or we can just let it move through the standard operations and I can try and get it out of corporate hands after it makes its way into the building, into the office building.
You say it's at a warehouse right now?
Yeah, nice. It's on, it's just outside of downtown, Old Europe. Militech has a bunch of warehouses out there on the shore. I'm not sure which one it's going to be landing in yet. I just know that the buyer was a private corporatist, an individual who came into his wealth um, during the Third Corporate War. A lot of smart purchases, I guess. And this nanosurgeon, it's said to be able to rewrite the nature of a person's blood, um, so that it can work as an antitoxin. And with what's going on with her, it might be the case that this could stop all your problems. I know it sounds too good to be true, but the buyer paid 2.5 million for it. So
I might be able to. I might know some people who could help.
if you're planning on taking it, yeah, I'll line you up with a fixer, and we'll see about it. Individual named Grease. You might know him.
You said Grease?
Yeah. Like that which lubricates.
Yeah, yeah.
If you want, I'll have him give you a call when he's lining up the gig. The original plan was for me just to acquire it after it made it into the offices and borrow it to see if it would do what I expect it to do. And then if not, just slip it back to where it went.
I like it.
But if you steal it, then we don't have to give it back ever. And if we have to reapply, we could use it again.
Worst case scenario, we can always just sell it when we're done.
Or reproduce it. I'm sure.
I like your thinking.
I'm sure your skill for fabrication, if you had a associate, maybe if you know a med tech that might be able to help you with the more detailed matters. It's a nanosurgeon, so I don't exactly know what that means, other than the high-minded ideas of what it's supposed to do. And I'm pretty sure the technical parts of it you would get, but what it's supposed to do, probably not so much. That said,
Well, I recently made a few new friends. They might be able to help me out.
hopefully it's not like the last bunch of friends you met.
Not quite. Not quite.
Good.
These ones are alive.
Well, that's a good state of a friend to be in. She finishes her drink, kind of settles it down. I was about to head to bed.
In that case, I suppose I'll be heading out.
I'll let her know about this gift.
Tell this Grease to give me a call.
Now, throw in your deeds. She says as she taps her phone, you see the red light go away, and then she sends you details for the fixer. And you can hear the audio blocker kind of go away. Have a good night, she says as she heads off to the back room, allowing you to see yourself out.
Okay. Just quietly leave and go back down to my bike.
Pop it. I mean, you do have a key, so and head out. Ooh, secrets.
A cool cat.
Character development.
Character stuff. I actually put thought into a character for once.
Secrets, is that like critical hits that happen when you're in the sea?
Yeah.
Oh no, he can do it. It's unstoppable.
Secrets. Gain inspiration for a game that we're not even playing right now.
Oh, is there inspiration on this?
This game
There's
Gain
not.
inspiration in the other game.
there's not.
Yeah.
But
You
yeah,
can just
Whenever
give me,
we
like,
get back
you
to
can just
that,
give me
we all have
5 more IP.
inspiration.
you all have inspiration by the time we get back. And no, I will not give you additional IP. But that said,
Oh.
I'm just going to go back to my apartment for the night.
and I'm assuming that the actual sea being as boring it is, other than Carbon, a lot of you kind of probably get bored. Odette probably starts thinking about the product that she just moved into the office and what she's going to do with it. Crystal's probably kind of wanting to get back to Anika to find out about that shit.
Yeah.
And Calvin, anything in particular you wanted to do at home?
Find a place to get my armor jack fixed back up again.
Okay. Well, if
Start working on my car, get the truck, to getting it back up to
If you
Get all the
sling,
bullets out.
if you sling Striker a text, he is a techie, so he could work on the armor.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
Boop.
Striker fixes the metal, and Odette fixes the meat.
Oh shit, that's sweet.
What a team!
And
Crystal also needs to get patched up a bit too.
Carbon fixes the software. Crystal kills all three of those things.
Everybody,
And you drive the car.
I'm the driver.
You get them to where they need to go. But
We have the
It's a-
whole
Where would
mystery
we go
team.
It's a
without
whole
you?
it's a whole team of support.
there's also wounds that are that are present that we're going to have to discuss. So basically, let me explain to you all, since we have a new player, how we're going to work through this next bit. What's going to happen is timeline wise, it's going to drop out, and there's going to be downtime in between. You'll basically have no jobs between now and the next gig. The gig I gave you, and we're talking about this on camera. Real quick, hold on. Instead, what I'm going to say is, have a great night. Thanks for watching. And we're going to end the stream. And we will pick up next Tuesday with more in the next series. Alright. Thanks for watching.